I was eating lunch on my porch when I heard the sound of tires crunching across my gravel driveway. I looked up and saw the HOA president, Linda, driving straight onto my land like she owned it. No knock, no permission, no reason, just another uninvited inspection. It wasn't the first time. It was the 8th time in 3 months. I walked over and told her, again, that she had no authority over my property. But she just smirked and said, "I'm allowed to check for violations. It's in the bylaws." I pulled out my deed and pointed to the bold line showing I was outside HOA jurisdiction. She waved her hand and said, "We'll see about that." Then she stomped back to her car, furious that I dared stand up for myself. I thought that was the end of it, until I heard the crash. A sickening, echoing metal-on-wood explosion. Her SUV had backed straight into the power pole at the bottom of my property. The pole snapped, sparks flew, and half the block lost electricity. I ran down to make sure she wasn't hurt. She stepped out of the car holding her phone and said the most unbelievable thing I've ever heard in my life. "This is your fault. You need to file a claim. Your property is unsafe." My reaction? Shock first, and then complete clarity. I wasn't dealing with a confused neighbor. I was dealing with someone who weaponized authority and expected to get away with it. Fine. 2 can play that game legally. I took photos from every angle of her tire tracks crossing onto my land. I recorded the power lines, the snapped pole, the position of the car, and the exact property markers. Then I pulled my drone out and captured aerial shots showing she crashed well inside my boundaries. Finally, I called the police and my lawyer. The officers arrived fast because knocking out a utility pole is no small incident. Linda immediately tried to talk over me. She told them I failed to maintain proper clearance, whatever that means. But when the officers looked at the drone footage and the deed my lawyer emailed over, their tone changed instantly. The consequences hit her like a second collision. The officers cited her for reckless driving and trespassing. The power company billed her personally for the damaged pole nearly $18,000. And when she tried to blame me again during the report, the officer shut her down and said, "Mom, the homeowner is not responsible for where you choose to drive your vehicle." But the real payoff came a month later. My lawyer filed a cease and desist, and the board reviewed her actions. She was removed as HOA president, fined by the association, and banned from entering my property for any reason. Now, every time she drives past my house, she slows down like the ground might bite her tires. If you love HOA justice stories, like the video and subscribe.